Real Estate Roundup. With Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah every Sunday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. PST on Poly 92.3 FM.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Nagaraj Annaiah, Bay Area Realtor, investor, and someone who has seen the good, the bad, and the brutal side of our housing market. Today, the episode is one of the lot of people have been asking for. Why can't anyone afford a house in the Bay Area anymore? And it's not just about prices. We are diving deep into the real reasons, the red tape, and the risks nobody talking about. And joining me today is someone who's seen this from the trenches, contractor, and a renovation expert, Naresh from NT Bay Area. Naresh, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nagaraj. Thank you for having me here. And then thank you for Bay Area listeners and supporting me all these years. So I'm really grateful.
Listeners, if you have any questions on the Bay Area Real Estate Show, you are myself, Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah, and I'm live with Naresh from NT Bay Area. You can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 877 Bali 92, 877 Bali 92. So, Naresh, first is let's start with the build cost.
Yes.
Why it is more expensive to build a basic ADU or a room addition now that it was busy to buy even for 10 years ago right now?
The main problem is the cost of the permits that involved. And then the city is going more stricter in all the building aspects, right? From the starting from the foundation, from framing, and then other aspects of electrical and plumbing. Each and every year, or not maybe every year, maybe every couple of years, the plumbing code is changing, the electrical code is changing. Okay, and then the code for the fire sprinklers that we are using is changing. For example, the wildfires that happened in LA, so that also created some impact. So they also need to change the code for the building construction.
Okay.
So every year, because of various aspects, they keep modifying the building codes. That is creating a more secure structure in building, but at the same time, it is increasing the cost. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I see. Plus, also the right now, we can't say anything. It's a Trump's government, so we have more.
No, it's just more of an inflation also. Well said.
Correct.
On the one is the inflation cause right now, right? Whatever the labor shortages and material markups, right?
Yeah.
The 10% addition, what you said on the Trump policies, right? And the city fees.
Correct.
And now you have a new energy code updates, whatever you are saying, right?
Correct.
You can't just build a room anymore. It's a whole checklist of requirements.
Correct. It's a mandatory thing. You can't bypass this thing. The city's inspections, permits, plans. You can't bypass this. You have to go through it, right? So that's why, that's what I would say. The main reason for to have the building cost growing up, plus at the same time the time, it's all because of this. That's what I believe. Yeah.
Listeners, myself, Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah and Naresh from NT Bay Area. We are talking all about today why the Bay Area homes are unaffordable anymore. If you have anything to share, if you have any questions on the Bay Area real estate, or if you have anything on to share about buying and selling, you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 877 Bali 92, 877 Bali 92. So that's well said. All these things also on the timeline also. That's one of the thing also. To do the additions right now. What the minimum to get your permits approved is what, 6 months, 8 months, even a small works?
No.
Or more than a year?
No, other companies, they might do a little bit longer, but our company, what we normally do is within 1 to 2 months, we try to wrap up with our architectural work, structural work, Title 24, energy calculations, structural calculations. We make the whole package and we'll submit to the city within 2 months, plus minus. Okay. So because the thing is, we have a complete system that was set up back end at our office. Okay. So we can handle this paperwork very smarter way. And then since we do work from the last 15 years in the Bay Area market by dealing with a lot of permits plans, so we know what they're expecting. So that process is streamlined, and then instead of us going like 6 months, we could try to go like 3 months, 2 months plus minus. But the real challenge comes up once you submit your application. Once you submit your application, it's not like they'll take your application and start reviewing it. So what they'll do is, depending upon how many applications they have, they keep your application in the line,
Queues,
in the
yeah.
queue.
Mhm.
So, and then once your turn comes up, then they'll start reviewing it. So, and then it's a process. It's a process, and then the city, we can't control anything. Whatever that we can do from our end, we can streamline, we can make the process quick, and we can make it faster paced. But when it comes to the city, we can't do anything. Once the permit gets issued, right, then we can pitch in, and then we can start doing the construction. We can do in such a smart way. We'll try to do multiple trades at the same time, try to finish the project sooner with giving the good quality work.
Yeah. I think, see, as you said, right, like right now, the first revision to take place also, it is like about 6 weeks, assuming you're not going with the planning. If you're going with the planning, it might first, the planning needs to be approved.
Yes.
So once the planning is approved, the planning again, it takes what, 2 weeks, 2 months to 3 months, again depends on the complexity of the project.
Correct.
Because planning and the building can't go together.
Correct.
It can go together, but it's again a cost approach right now, because if you're doing around major, like for example, you're adding 1,000 square footage or revamping complete house, building it from a zero, the planning needs to be done, right? Like once the planning needs to be done, means planning will review your application, review your site applications, then they will give you feedbacks. This usually takes 3 to 4 months.
Correct.
Once the planning is done, then you go for a building permits. The building permits again takes 4 to 5 months. Again depends, as I was saying, extensivity. If you're just doing a kitchen bathroom upgrades, okay, done. You can go get it over the counter.
But there is a catch to it. So it depends upon the scale of the project. Let's say if you're doing a bathroom and kitchen remodel with no changes, with no structural changes, we could get it in within a week. Let's say if you're doing the same case, bathroom and kitchen remodels and complete home remodel with changing walls, with moving walls, which can be a structural movement or non-structural wall movement, right? So in that case, the permit process takes a little longer. Okay. And then comes this third stage where you're doing additions, ADUs. That kind of involves in foundation, framing, attaching the old structure to the new structure, and then construction, right? So that will take little more longer, because the thing is, more structure, as more structure is added to the building, more structural calculations are involved, more drawings are there. City have to review each and every document, right? So that will take time. For example, so far, I have just met a client yesterday. They purchased a lot in Saratoga, Cupertino area. It's a very sloped area where he bought a 4.5 acre lot, I believe. So he wants to do the construction, a main home construction and an ADU construction, which it took like literally 1 year so far, but didn't get the plans approved yet, because they also need to see a lot of other aspects. Okay, like if the in an event of fire, if the fire department can come and then to the truck, and then
I think don't get started. Let's not get started about that. One of the close friend of mine bought it in a close to Gilroy, San Martin area, like Gilroy to Morgan Hill area. He bought it. So just 20 acres of land. Like he can't get a construction. Like he can't get a permits approved from last 2.5 years. Even it's going through a planning completely regressive, because federal needs to be reviewing the waters joining to the river, rainwaters, everything. So that is why anytime when you're buying a lot, or if you're buying a lot, you should be very careful. Okay, is there, if already some building is there, it's easy.
Correct.
But if you are going to add any new structures, be careful, listeners. And that is where the expert makes a difference.
Okay, let me ask you, Nagaraj, one quick question in related to that one. So he was lucky in that case. He have a fire hydrant. Can you guess the cost? What if they don't have a fire hydrant? If they have to add a fire hydrant, what would be the cost?
I understand. Like it's basically to even build a street. I was talking to one of the homeowner who did this project in Saratoga for I think it's right now it's for a sale from last 4 years, and he's not able to sell this house. This is close to he's a billionaire who built this house, and for him, the city had asked him, the Saratoga city had asked him to build a street all the way from the basically main place to the all the way to his house. So he need to lay the streets for that, and he needs to get all the plumbing from there.
Correct.
On top of it, the headaches are like the existing some homeowners are already there, or like somebody is like using the street. They might complain it like my cars getting punctured because of all your construction. So that is also needs to be added into it. So that is where the expert makes a difference, who already knows all the building related or already knows already the zoning related when you're buying a property. Okay, so if you have any questions, listeners, myself, Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah, and I'm talking to Naresh from NT Bay Area. You can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 877-BOLI-92. Anything on the Bay Area real estate, this is the show. You should never miss it out. So Naresh, so right now people are talking about all these issues, construction costs and other stuff, right? Why this prefab modular homes, like why it is not even kicking out into the next levels? People are not even liking it. There are so many homes around, but people are not even liking around like this, all this building smart prefab homes.
Because the problem with that one is they cannot produce like different models, whatever they, you like. They only have like two to three ideas: plan A, plan B, plan C. You take one of the plan, just do it. You don't have many options. Oh, can I tweak it? Oh, can I have my bathroom this way? Oh, I want my kitchen to be this way. Okay, I want my main door to be here by Vastu. No, none of these things you can do. Whatever they give you, you take it. If you don't want to take it, don't go for it, because that's the hard thing. Because the thing is, imagine city is being strict about any kind of homes, right? So they are the same level of strictness applied for them as well. So they can't go full out and then give you like 10 plans for you to choose. That's why they have only built like 2-3 plans. Okay, take this or don't take this.
But are there any resistance from the local zoning on the prefab homes or modular homes? Because maybe somebody might not like the layout of the homes or how the house looks, right, from the exterior. Maybe there is some resistance from the local zoning also.
Correct. That is also true. And then also you cannot change the main facade for the home. So whatever they give it to you, you have to take. And then also the local jurisdictions from the city perspective too. So you can't change much. So
because I did see some homes, prefab homes, actually for lesser than $1 million, maybe full complete homes. Maybe you can get it for 300K, 250K. To build it again, they might cost you within a 500K. You can get a 2,000 square footage. But I don't see much populars around in South Bay or anywhere in the Bay Area. I've seen some areas where close to the mountains, that's where people are going into it, but not actually, it's not even kicking out too many.
It's not like everything will be done with them. So for example, they are building a structure. So for them, they need to have a contractor, because if they're getting this frame, where do they put that frame on? So as a contractor, I need to level the land, grade it. I need to put the foundation where they can put their prefab home on top of it.
Right.
If you think that's done, no, that's not done there. So you still have to do your plumbing, internal plumbing connections, internal electrical connections. You need to have like a proper electricians and plumber, and then proper carpentry guy to come and then do all the finish touch-ups inside the home. So,
I think, see, that's a well said, especially the utilities, right? All the plumbing, electrical are so expensive right now, right? Even to get your plumbing lines out to your house is so expensive. It again comes down to having a crawl space, or you're going to have through a basically concrete base. If it's especially as a concrete base, the slope matters really, especially on the plumbing related. And it is most ignored cost, what I felt in the construction things.
Correct.
Yeah, listeners, don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back soon.
Bay Area home buyers and sellers, listen up. Why work with multiple people when you can get everything in one place? Meet Nagaraj Annaiah, the top realtor and mortgage expert, your one-stop solution for buying, selling, and financing your home. Want the best deal when buying, the highest return when selling, the lowest mortgage rates? Nagaraj Annaiah has you covered. Don't take risks with your biggest investment. Call Nagaraj Annaiah at 858-880-4577 for a free consultation today.
Welcome back to the show. Myself, Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah, and I'm Naresh from NT Bay Area. Naresh from NT Bay Area also has joined. And today, let's talk about one more thing. Cities cracking down on the unpermitted upgrades. Like basically, right now, what we are noticing, right, if the homeowners who have just upgraded a bathroom or added even a stove, suddenly getting fined or flagged by the city.
Yeah.
Okay, they're looking at the Redfin, they're looking at the Zillow photos. Based on that, for example, you just recently bought a house. The city is looking around it and checking to the basically they're checking to their old approved plans. If something is changed, city is fining for it. What do you suggest on that?
Yeah,
Naresh?
I do get calls like at least 5, 6 calls a year, at least 5, 6 calls a year, maybe more, because somebody might have complained. So the city, all of a sudden, they come to your doorstep, knock your door, and say like, okay, so you have some construction that happened without permit. You have 60 days to either start doing the process or completely take it off, whatever you put it.
Yeah.
So they put them in that type of situation where they don't have options, so
I think let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Recently, one of my client had this experience. City gave them, this is like, city had checked around in December. This house went for a sale in November timeframe. Somebody had complained about them, and in November timeframe, city didn't take any action. They waited until the new homeowner come because they're logged by the complaints, right? So they waited until February. Once the new homeowner came in, city is raising the complaint that you have upgraded the house. And if you don't act within less than 30 days, we'll be putting you a $750 fine. Now the new homeowner needs to allow the permission for the city to come and take the photos and videos. They will take the photos and videos one more time. They check the older photos or like the older permits. They called out HVAC systems been upgraded. They called out water heaters. You never knew that you needed a permit for the water heaters to upgrade. So water heaters also was called out, right? Open floor concept. Bathrooms has been upgraded. Sun tunnels has been added. Skylights been added. All these things has been called out. So that is why, listeners, anytime you need to rely on expert like Naresh from the construction or like anything on the buying and selling on the real estate with me, right? So that we can make a difference to you. So if you have any questions, we are live on you. If you're into this scenarios where your house has been upgraded without a permission, would like to know how to deal with it, you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 877-BOLI-92, 877-BOLI-92. So now let's switch our gears. There's a lot of scares with the homeowners right now, like gas leaks. Correct. Right? Because this has been a common aspect. A lot of homeowners, they bought a house recently, but they didn't call the PG&E and get the homes inspected right now with the gas leaks. Listeners, if you have bought a house recently, but make sure you call to the PG&E, especially if these houses are 30, 40 years or older also, right? PG&E comes down to for free inspections. Make sure you inspect let's take up a call. Hello, hi, welcome to the show. Your name, please.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Welcome to the show. Myself, Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah and Naresh. Your name, please.
Hi, my name is Vandan Mehta.
Yeah, hi, Vandan. Please go ahead with your question.
I wanted to know if we do addition to the existing home. Let's say if my home is 3-bed, 2-bath, and if I want to do 5-bed, 3-bath, right? Then how does the property tax calculation work? Do they then next year upgrade my home as 5-bed, 3-bath as a brand new home? But some part would not be touched, right? It would be as it is in the old condition. Only the new construction would have the newly upgraded materials, right?
See, it's city. Anytime when you pull the permits, right? All the permits will be tracked from the local cities. Like basically, it would be all the counties would be tracking out how much cost you have put for the upgrades, right? So, for example, if you have done in your case, did you add an extra square footage, or like in the same square footage you added a 5-bed?
No, new square footage. So So currently maybe 1400 square foot, and then the new house would be overall 2000 square foot.
Okay.
So around 600 square foot.
So in this case, county would surely check and appreciate your home value based on the 600 square footage addition. Basically, for example, if you are pull the permits for a 200K, correct? That cost they will add it for your new taxes right now. So that is why you need to, yes. Whatever the construction cost, that will be considered as the new improvements for your home. So that will be basically, they will consider for your property taxes, the percentage on that. So that is why you need,
I see. So it's not by the square footage, it's by the construction cost that we submit to the city.
Anytime the improvements happens, or pull the permits, that also will be tracked. So that is why better to talk to the local appraiser of the county, right? Talk to them, give a call, because every time there is changes happens in, right? Always you can go and ask them, what was the reason you increased the property taxes? And if you don't like it, you can always raise a concerns on that so that you can work with, they can work with you.
Who should I reach out
It's
to?
basically city assessor, like for example, Santa Clara County, right? You can talk to the Santa Clara County assessor office.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
If it's an Alameda, look for an Alameda. Based on the counties where you have done the upgrade, look for the counties assessors, and they will reach out. They can help you out on that, and they should be able to explain you on what reasons they have increased your property taxes also. But automatically, all the assessors gets, anytime the permit is pulled, they get the all the records. If you look around in the permits, there is one section which is like says that it is all are reached out to the assessors, county assessors.
Right. So yeah, so my question is like the home value today from the tax perspective is 1.5 million, and then I added another 200K construction. Then my house market value would be, you know, like in my area, 5-bedroom, 3-bath house might be going for 2.5 million.
Yeah.
But in my case, 1.5 plus, 200K, so it would be appraised at around 1.7 million.
Right. Yeah, that's how it works. But you can get a final confirmation from the assessor office also.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's basically home improvements. Home improvements will be considered.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for calling. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So listeners, myself, Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah, and I'm Naresh from NTB Area. We're discussing on the construction related and anything on the Bay Area real estate. Naresh is the expert, especially on the constructions. He has helped a lot of homeowners who makes and he has made a difference, adding from the square footage, adding to a kitchen, bathroom upgrades, anything. We're still live on a Bolly 92.3, and you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 877 Bolly 92. Now let's talk about the gas leaks, Naresh. I think that is the one important thing which I need to address. Okay. How do you go about it? Like, as I said, one is as soon as you buy the house, call the PG&E, make sure there are no leaks in the house.
Normally, PG&E don't come out, and then if they have any leaks existing, they will come and detect it, but they don't properly test it for you. So the real testing will be done by a contractor.
Yes.
Okay. Normally for us, whenever we touch any gas line, right, we do a lot of additions, remodeling, new constructions, right? So at that time, we might have to run the gas line, new gas lines for the new appliances, wherever we're using. At that time, when we're running, as soon as we touch the gas line, doing some extensions or removing some parts of the gas line, right, we need to do something called gas pressure test. Okay. So what that normally means is we turn off gas at one end, we put the stop, and the other end, we put some pressurized air in it. Okay. So that pressurized air with a minimum of 20 psi pressure, we put air, and then we leave it for like at least 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. And then make sure if the pressure stays the same. If the pressure is not staying the same, so then there is some leaks. So this is called gas pressure test. This is normally, inspectors will mandate any contractor who is working on the gas lines to do it.
Yeah.
So this is normally what we do, but in case, this is very critical thing, please don't neglect it. In any case, if you find anything, just call any local contractor or local plumber for you.
I think, first is as soon as you detect any gas leaks, call the PG&E. Don't take any chance. It's a free consultation. They come and inspect it for free. Don't take any chance. Nothing to lose.
Correct.
The second thing, when you have like affordability, or when you have some money to upgrade, try to change from gas to most of the things right now heat pump based HVAC systems.
Correct. Heat pump.
Try to look for heat pump solutions right now. That is the greatest solutions. Looking for even for a water heaters, even for the HVAC systems. All right.
Yeah.
And again, the cooktops, I don't want to but comment on that.
Yeah, but like I said, yeah, we do all of those things. You know,
reach out to expert like Naresh on the construction related. Naresh, if somebody wants to reach out, what's the best way to contact you, Naresh?
Yeah, they can reach out to me on my phone number 510-324-6588, or they can go into the website www.ntbayareaconstruction.com.
Yeah, listeners, if you want to reach out to Nagaraj Annaiah, your own expert on buying and selling or on anything on the investment on the real estate, you can reach out to me. Go to nagarajhomes.com, click on a WhatsApp icon. That's the easiest way to reach out to me. Before you invest anything on the Bay Area real estate, do consult me, and it's a free consultation. Even for Naresh is also a free consultation on the constructions. Do reach out to us for any of your Bay Area real estate or a construction things. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.